bumili akong bagong KX, no? Papunta tayo doon sa meet-up place. Dito na tayo sa location. Nakikita ko na yung motor. Our bike build for this 2025 KX250F will officially begin. Hopefully we can get to close to 50 horsepower on this build. Alright, so ngayon papunta tayo dun sa meet-up place kung saan natin kukunin yung KX ko. Bumili akong bagong KX, no? Bagong project bike ulit natin. Wala sa plano pero dito na tayo. Galing pa ako sa mall, bumili akong bagong lens. Tapos andito na ngayon si boss yung meet up tayo. Kunin natin yung motor. Alright, so dito na tayo sa location. Nakikita ko na yung motor. Pakita ko sa inyo in a while. What?
What is it? How are you? Good.
Yes.
New.
No, sir.
New.
Yeah.
คุ้มค่า
Ah.
คุ้มค่ามาก Andar lang, pero if you look at the bike, good and brand new talaga, walang gas-gas, never na race track. Ang dating owner, isang big time din na mahilig lang, hindi talaga rider or racer. So, kaya lang. Super fresh. Alec รวยกว่า
It says you're richer than the owner.
No.
อเล็กรวยกว่าอเล็กรวยกว่าอเล็กรวยกว่าเนี่ยดูดิปลายแค่นั้นอเล็ก
Yes.
no racing
Very good, boss. Our bike build for this 2025 KX250F will officially begin. So what you see now is how I got the bike, and then all the parts laying on the floor are all the parts we're gonna install on the bike. I will show you later every bit and piece of everything that we're putting on this bike to make this a different kind of level of a motocross build bike. Okay, so here is how the bike looks now. We have several upgrades on it, but very basic. And then all the goodies here on the floor are the parts and pieces that we're putting on the bike. So I'll begin with all the titanium hardware, anodized green. Every bolt in this bike will be titanium except for some axles. Then we have our graphics kit.
Some grips. You've got Luxon triple clamps, Recluse Apex, some brand new sprockets, a gray plastic kit, and some green beads and pieces to give the bike some bling. We have Ride Engineering knuckles, Lightspeed carbon parts, flow disc, aftermarket brake pads and hoses, and we have some very special parts here. To begin with, the MX Tech full suspension system. I'll show this later when we install it. This is a one-of-one custom. Special thanks and shout out to MX Tech for this. I'll show you guys how good it looks later. We also have cylinder head kit from Williams Motorworks, complete, ported, and everything. Camshafts. We have Get ECU, some hoses, custom seat covers, Motion Pro throttle kit, and some Lightspeed skid plate. We also have Williams Motorworks aftermarket air intake system. So our goal here is to build a very good looking, race ready, hopefully we can get to close to 50 horsepower on this build. Alright.
And then we'll have it washed, clean before we continue building. Bike has been torn down. It's time to give it some scrub and a good wash. Then we can proceed assembling the bike with all the parts that we have. So the bike's cleaned already. You can see it's clean and shiny. It's now ready for installing the parts that we have. So we will start with the rear suspension and the front suspension together with the triple clamp. We finished putting on the graphics already on the plastic kit. So let's start putting on the parts. So now I've installed the offset at 24, and then I put on the bolts with the anti-seize. So we'll mount it on the bike. Dampers. Soft, medium, firm. Shout out to MX Tech for this custom finish. And the fork lugs are custom request for a custom finish raw aluminum. Thank you so much, MX Tech. Place the
clutch hydraulic hose and the front brake hose. 4. Steel braided. Better feel. Test fit. Test fit the whole shop device. The Joel bought for me. I lost the screw. Installed the titanium banjo pod already with the 4 steel braided hydraulic hose. Now we're going to install the brake side, front brake. We're not using the front caliper since I bought the billet front brake caliper. So here we have the billet front brake caliper from Ride Engineering. We're now installing the disc with the titanium bolts and the rear sprocket. Here we have the foot peg. And since I'm very short, I have foot peg extension. Spec suspension comes with the titanium axle. I think it's front and rear. Huh? Philippine arm. Front and rear. Alright, so since I ordered the Luxon Gen 3 Pro triple clamps and I forgot to order the brake cable guide, I just made a DIY brake cable guide. Works just fine. Alright, so no worries there. We're good. The build is starting to take shape. Need to put on some more goodies. So now we're installing the Ride Engineering billet brake caliper. After some minor tweaks, we're able to make it work. Aftermarket spacer. Original is black, but stock is boring. This is a map switch from KX. This is the kill switch. You have to remove the OEM, but I'm trying to configure it out because since I have the clutch control device, I have to mount the set switch also. So maybe I'll just put this one behind the clutch master, then have these two beside each other. so tires installed. We can now install the wing set. Like, let's go back to the shop and install. So here is our custom seat cover with a Team Good Boy from Thrill Seekers. I'm installing the bracket for the launch control device, usually placed here. Alright, so now we're back at the shop. We're only left with very few parts to install, as you can see. Before it was a mess here. Now I'll do the cylinder head. I'll check everything and check if the valves have been seated. And then after that, I'll take out the stock head and replace it with the aftermarket head that we got from Williams Motorworks. Let's get working. So this is the head from Williams Motorworks. It's got the cams, the latest cams. Got headworks, ports, and everything. And I had him send me valves too that he did some magic in it also. So I just checked if this has been lapped and seated, then we'll get installing on the bike. So we're good now. We'll hit it with fine. This is coarse. Fine.
Yes, raise up.
We'll do the intake side and then we'll move over everything from the stock head to the race head and then we put it on the bike. This. Our race head is ready. The valves have been lapped. It's now time to take out the stock one and put in the race head. Okay, so here we've installed the valve springs already, aftermarket ones. We'll put back the rocker arms and then we'll check the valve lash. So I installed the stock manifold to the race head. Since this has been ported, some portions of it is slightly bigger than this, so I'm just porting a tiny bit here just to port match it with the new head. So there, as you can see, we still need a very tiny bit here, remove material a tiny bit here to match the port perfectly. just check to confirm everything is okay. Timing is okay, top dead center. Turn. So after this, I will be making a billet CNC cover, cylinder head cover, flywheel cover, and clutch cover. That's to follow. So now Nono is changing all the bolts to titanium. You can see here. We're taking out the original Pro Circuit stickers and we're replacing it with a Pro Circuit green one to match the theme of the bike. One of the last few pieces we have to put in the bike is the skid plate, and then I'll make CNC engine mounts. So all the CNC parts will come last before we wrap up this build. Lightspeed carbon. Alright, so now we will be installing the motion device. We've already made our first hole. And from here we'll measure for the secondary hole and then for the locking bolt after. Alright, so last time we had the stock engine mount scan, 3D scan, and I did some measurements and designs. So now we're doing it on the CNC. So check it out, and then later when it's done, I'll show you the finished product. Right now it's on the CNC. We stopped work yet to show you. So right, so we've already finished the engine mount, the rear engine mount, the front engine mount. These are the stock ones, and these are the ones that we made. You can see, because with the KX, the front mounts have to be stronger and the rear mounts have to be slightly weaker, or say in a sense should have more give. So this is my first design, so test it out and then we'll do revisions after depending on how the bike handles. At least now we have billet engine mounts made in-house. We also made some billet footpeg mounts for the YZ, just for some of the race bikes for the team. Let's install this later and then we'll see how it looks. Now, Nono is going to install the engine mounts and you'll see how it looks.
heart couldn't